First off, give Campbellsville a lot of credit. You know, they're a good basketball team. Those two coaches down there, got a long history with them. Back from my first days at Cumberland College, my first year out of college, I was a grad assistant for their father at Cumberland College, Randy Vernon, who was a longtime coach there forever, a Hall of Fame coach. And his two little sons were 6 and 8 years old. Grew up big fans, and stayed in touch through the years. And I was excited to see Brett get the job at Campbellsville. Then he brought his brother back from Cumberland, who was coaching at Cumberland all those years. So you got a brother combination there. You see their dad behind that bench. That's all special moments. So and those guys will do a very good job. Very good job. You know, nothing really tonight probably surprised me. I wasn't planning on playing without Q as much. Never thought he affected our whole team's flow and our rhythm. You know, he plays 15 minutes, but foul trouble kept him from going, and we don't have enough kind of depth and experience enough to really flow. I mean, I had a couple things out there tonight. I hadn't even practiced that way. Junior went to the 3 tonight for the first time all year. We haven't even practiced that way. You know, we've practiced with those young kids. Marty at the 3, and Marty comes in and gets 3 fouls in just a couple minutes. You know, they all had butterflies, even the 5th-year guys. Even though they're 5th-year guys, it's a new environment. And again, you see a lot of game slippage from practice to games, ability to concentrate and focus on the little things, how we guard certain people on ball screens. But again, give Campbellsville credit. They're hard to guard. They spread you out with a big. You know, we could have played some zone and done away with those matchup problems where they couldn't have drove the ball on 4s and 5s easy, but didn't want to. I want us to have some teaching points. I want us to learn to get better. Because one thing we preach every day, the most difficult thing you have to defend, y'all gonna hear me say this all the time, is to bounce. It's the hardest thing to defend in college basketball, is to bounce. Can't guard the dribble, you can't play. And that's the attitude we have to have. And again, we got exposed in a lot of those areas. We'll get better from it though. Overall, you know, just a lot of new, everything's new. Willie Carmichael's never played a game out in the perimeter in his life. You know, Willie played center at Tennessee. So the first time in his life he's away from that rim. And it's very obvious the game got sped up for him. Made some turnovers. He'll get better from that. The one thing, though, is I told him I'll live with. He played with great effort. And the first thing you can look at the rebounding column. That's the effort column. He has 13 rebounds. So he'll get better at all those little areas. And again, you know, Justin's been out, getting him back in the flow now. And again, there was a lot of little things broken, but overall, about what I expected. We'll get better for the next game. We'll have to. Take it Western will be a better team.
What did you see from Junior running the offense? What does he need to improve on for?
Well, again, notice with Junior. Junior's been out literally last Thursday, 11, 12 days. Didn't he know he was going to play tonight? And he found a way, wanted to go. Doctors approved him to go, and we let him play. I mean, again, he didn't have no rhythm. He wasn't himself. Overall, I thought he did okay. Just his experience out there, some toughness, understanding what happens in a game a little bit. And know this with him, it's the first time in his career he's ever played point guard, ever. So I was pleased with some things. He's got a lot more to give. He's a lot better. As we all get better, he'll be better.
Where does that rhythm and flow come from? Just playing?
Just playing together. Getting some guys back healthy, practicing consistently. You know, it's been hard for us to get in a flow without Johnson and Junior. You know, a whole lot of pieces. As I've said, it's a fine line. We have a small margin for error. Anything on that bench after that is really new and young. You know, we played Damari for 20 minutes tonight. You know, made some freshman mistakes. He'll get better from it though. Pleased with some things he did.
Ben came out in the first half, had a major impact on the game in the beginning minutes. What does he need to do to extend that and have more impact throughout the whole game?
You know, I told Ben First off, Ben's going to be a factor all year long. He was a factor tonight. He's got to continue to make those effort plays. I'll live with mistakes offensively, but when that ball's bouncing around that rim, you can't be getting back on an offensive transition. You'll rebound that ball first. Those are things you'll learn. That's a toughness category. But I'm pleased with Ben. Ben's done a good job for us. And I would think you saw a lot of good things from him, and he's getting better.
Do you like the fact that your guys were challenged tonight and had to fight back a little bit?
Oh, it's really good. Challenged, feel a little tension, broken lineup, foul trouble, lots of things. And they had a kid jump up and make 4 threes in the last 10 minutes from 25 feet. So there's a lot of good things. I'd rather have games like that than I would come in and win by 25 or 30. Campbellsville, again, NEI, they're going to be a good basketball team. They're going to beat some people.
What kind of energy does Willie bring, and how good is to have a player that?
Willie's like that old wild stallion right now. You've seen a stallion out there just runs around quick and just flies around. Can't put a saddle on him very well yet, but again, got a lot of quickness, got a lot of energy. Has just learn to slow down. Right now, again, that game was fast tonight for him. It's flying. He had to slow down some. The more experience he gets, he'll see things start happening a little bit. Right now, he sees nothing happening. He's got blinders on. He's got that ball. But only experience will help that. But again, know this. I'll live with making mistakes with effort. And effort is, again, he'll get better defensively too as he starts to understand seeing things. Seeing a screen coming before it hits you. All those little things. So when you look at all those pieces, again, know this. It's just everybody's new. Everybody's new. But I said this on the radio. My guys are, the first 2 weeks of practice, it was all about teaching, concentration, effort, and toughness. There wasn't a whole lot of details taught. Just trying to get that toughness and effort and where it has to be. We've made some improvement in that area. You got to get that right before you can get some details worked out. And we'll continue to get better with some details offensively and details defensively where you don't have to spend time coaching effort. And that's just part of what we had to go through, this new team.
Coach, Justin Johnson, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. How important to this team and moving forward is the development of this three ball to this team?
Well, I think I said this summer. What did he make one last year? That was a luck shot, wasn't it? He says he planned it, but it was a luck shot, I hear. He's going to be a guy I can move around. I have total confidence in him shooting a three. Looked good shooting it, didn't he? Shoots with a lot of confidence. Expanded his game. Now, when you start expanding his game as a 4 or 5, he can shoot it. Now it opens that floor and allows him to do other things. Justin's been good. He's been really good for us. His experience out there, understands the game. We just got to get him back healthy.
How pleased are you with the way Damari handled the defense being thrown at him?
Hey, listen, anything Damari do, good or bad, wouldn't surprise me. That's just part of being a freshman. But overall, I thought Damari did okay, didn't he, guys? I ain't studied his stats. 20 minutes, no turnovers. I'll live with that. He'll get better details. He'll get more comfortable attacking that basket and seeing when to attack it and seeing things happen around him. So I'll live with that with Amari. I thought the first half, he can give us a little spurt out there, a little quickness out there. And we slid Junior down to the 3. And again, that's the first time we've practiced. We haven't even practiced one possession in Junior 3 all 4 weeks. That happened in the game tonight. And because of Q's foul trouble and trying to get my best players on the floor, those young guys wasn't ready for it. We just thrown in that situation.
Coach, you talked about the players. What for you personally in your first game in the Western? What's kind of that feeling?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there's any different feeling. Excited for you guys. Excited to, always play somebody else. I don't know, maybe I've been around a long time. I didn't have no butterflies, if that's what you're asking. I was excited. It was exciting. Thought I had a good crowd. continue to build on that crowd. We need everybody who's here tonight, bring somebody with you Saturday night. All of a sudden, we'll get that arena the way we want it. And again, that's what we're looking for. We're going to continue to get better as a basketball team. And again, all those people are driving home, hear me on the radio, TV. Again, don't ever underestimate how valuable you are to us, how much it means to this team. You guys showing up, putting some energy in this building. And again, if you can't come, you got tickets, put somebody else in those seats. We need people in those seats every night.
Last one.
I'm okay. Give me another one. Come on. Give me a couple more.
What sort of things you want to see out of your team on Saturday? To build on?
Just get better. Get better in all areas. If you guys were to tell me, you'd say guard dribble a little better, wouldn't you? Well, I don't know anything about Kentucky Wesleyan, but again, it's matchups. They had a 5 guy who could shoot it and drive it. That's hard for Ben to guard. I understand that. Hard for a lot of people to guard. And the way the game's called nowadays, they're going to call those body fouls. But again, it's a teaching point with us. We'll learn from it. We'll get better from it. We made a lot of mistakes. I can tell you all this so you know. Going behind every ball screen except number 24. We go over his. When we leave the locker room and we start going over everybody's screen. Those young guys check in. TJ and Marty, they pick up 6 fouls in 7 minutes. And 4 of them guarding ball screen. Because they didn't go into the game taking what they were told to do. But that's being a young guy. That's that ability to concentrate, and that'll be a good teaching point we'll have for him now.
I think you had 5 guys scoring double digits tonight. How important is that?
Well, you can see our team, we need those guys in double figures every night. We need that 5th guy. He'll be in double figures most night. There won't be many nights Q Johnson's not in double figures, I'm going to tell you that. Again, he just never got going. Like I told him after the game, I don't need no more assistant coaches. I got enough assistant coaches. I need you to play. Like he missed that first dunk. He never got going. Foul trouble never let him get going. But he'll learn from it. He'll get better from it. I think we got 5, 6 guys, can score double figures, and we need them to. So I got it. All right, guys.